Warn you, Mr. Lewton.
Don't say I didn't ignore you, Mr. Alkali. A dwarf named after the Klatchian city of Alkali, and a threat. This case was getting more interesting by the minute. All we needed was a troll and a member of the undead, and we could open an ethnic comedy on Broadway. The headquarters of the Watch at Pseudopolis Yard. I headed over to Pseudopolis Yard, but Nobby wasn't there yet. I decided to come back later. You could say this about Nobby. Deep down, he was a good man. Well, deep down, he was probably a man. Good might be stretching it a bit. Hello again, Nobby. Hello, Lewton. Did I disturb you? No. What made you think that? Well, there appears to be smoke coming from your ear. Oh, that, Well, I've been working hard, you see. Working so hard that your ears have caught fire. Don't worry about it, Nobby. It's not like I'm going to report you. I have been working, see? Oh, sure. I never doubted it for a second. How's work treating you then? Not so bad, Lewton. I've been busy though, rushed off my feet. Yeah, I can tell. Do you know a dwarf by the name of Alkali? Never heard of him. How did you know he was male, then? You can't trick me. Everyone knows dwarves don't use the female pronoun. Okay. Mind you, I've always wondered what a female pronoun was. One of nature's wonderful mysteries, Nobby. Is it normally kept covered, or what? I'm going to leave it to your rather uninventive imagination, Nobby. Catch you later, Nobby. The troll stepped out of the shadows like light was too intimidated to illuminate him. He seemed like the quiet sort of the but you got the feeling that if you stepped out of line, you'd get your teeth kicked down your throat. For that matter, he could kick your throat down your chest and your chest through your legs. But I was hoping it wouldn't come to that, because none of my clothes would fit.
Find them.
Sorry, friend, I don't understand.
Find them.
You want me to find Therma? Is that it? Well, what is it? A person? A thing? Look, if we're going to carry out a conversation, it'd help for you to talk.
Find them.
Okay, find Therma. What's your name, friend? There was something about a troll that big that made you want to call him friend.
Malachite. Find Therma. You've got to find her.
I wasn't about to argue with a troll that could twist my head off and use it as a cocktail onion. Okay, friend, what can you tell me about her? Any suggestions of where I should start looking?
Used to sing at the Octarine Parrot. Find Therma. Gotta find Therma.
How can I contact you?
Find Therma.
That was all he said. I guess he wasn't very bright. But then there's things under damp logs that are brighter than most trolls. The Octarine Parrot. I'd heard of the Octarine Parrot. It made other dives sound appealing. What a place! I could feel the rats in the walls. Hell, I could see the rats in the walls. In fact, some of them had come out of the walls and were sitting at the tables.
Why must I be so blue? There's no time to cry over.
The stage where performers go up in front of a drunken crowd and sell their dignity to earn enough money to barely live on. It made me think that all the discs a stage and all the people players. Unfortunately, I felt like I'd been cast as an extra in my own life story.
Crunch my hand whenever we meet. Why don't you chuck a stone?
The bartender was a half-elf called Mankin, and I knew he wouldn't appreciate someone coming into his place and asking questions. Fortunately, I didn't care what he appreciated.
Roughly shaped. My baby
Can I help you?
around.
You could sell me a drink. What's your poison? I'd prefer whiskey straight with a whiskey chaser. You didn't come here to drink, did you? Well, I didn't come here for the sparkling conversation. Most of the customers go squeak, squeak. This seems like a nice place. No, it doesn't. It seems like what it is, a wretched hive of scum and villainy. It's tough to get to the top in that field. You could have that on a sign outside. Come to the Octarine Parrot, the most wretched hive of scum and villainy this side of the Ankh. Are you being funny? Apparently not. You look a little nervous. I can't shake the feeling that sooner or later someone is going to get their arm cut off. It's not often I see a half-elf bartender. Be honest. It's not often you see a half-elf. Okay, you got me. What's the deal? I don't like to talk about it. I thought elves were supposed to be irrepressibly likable, so that they can get away with whatever acts of cruelty they want. Like cats. Well, I'm not an elf, all right? That's the problem, isn't it? Everyone can see that you've got elf blood in you, but you've got none of the advantages. All you get is people's prejudice. I don't like your manner. I'm not selling it. Have you always owned the parrot? No. It used to be a troll bar. I took over the place after the riots. Did you keep any of the staff? Sure, I kept anyone who wanted to stay and wasn't too badly injured by the riots. But there's something about a group of rioting trolls that makes people reluctant to walk back into a place. Or indeed, unable. Did you keep any singers on the staff? Only Sapphire. Tell me about Sapphire. Why don't you just talk to her yourself? Just don't bother her while she's working, all right? Do you know someone named Therma? She used to sing here. That'll be before my time. Sapphire might know. She knew all the troll singers from back before I took over the parrot. Do you know of a troll who goes by the name of Malachite? Tall, terse, and dense, in both senses of the word. Might have been one of the customers from when this used to be a troll bar. But I wouldn't know him if he was. The troll singer was something else. I didn't know what, but she was something. Can we talk?
Certainly look that way. Move mouth, waggle tongue. Yeah, it all working.
My name's Lewton.
Sapphire.
I could already tell that Sapphire was a troll who could look after herself. I knew I'd have to watch my step around her. It was quite a long way round her, too, and not the pretty way. I don't suppose you'd know a big troll called Malachite.
Sure. He trot a few words, 'cause he don't know that many.
Do you know where I could find him?
Sapphire not seen him in years, but you try Rodin's workshop. He used to hang out there.
Have you heard of a troll singer named Therma? She used to work here.
Huh. A troll singer named Therma.
What's so funny?
Huh, nothing. Sure, Sapphire know her.
Know where I could find her?
Try morgue. She dead. Her house on Tallow Street collapsed while back now. We trolls may be tough, but we're not indestructible. Rumors say she was practicing her moves and knocked out load-bearing beam. Brought whole place down on top of her. That's why Sapphire never practiced.
That's the only reason.
That, and I don't wanna.
Know where she's buried?
Sapphire don't know, but think they buried her under stage name Madame Lodestone.
Madame Lodestone?
Sure. On account of how attractive she was.
You been a singer here long?
Long enough.
Long enough for what?
Long enough to want to be singing somewhere else.
Tell me about yourself.
I tell you about myself in 4 words. Big ideas, small results.
Why did you become a singer?
Aren't many jobs for a troll like me, and at least this one honest.
Is honesty important to you?
As much as anything else.
I'm guessing nothing much matters to you right now, Sapphire.
You catch on quick, Lewton.
What do you know about the barman?
Mankin? Not much. Know that him a bigger loser than me.
How come?
He owns this place. At least Sapphire leave if Sapphire wants to.
Why don't you leave?
Where would I go? No place on Disc for a troll like me. Spend our whole lives waiting for break. Just one chance to come our way that can seize in both hands tightly. But it never come, or if it do, we don't recognize it. So we go back to grind of job we hate and just keep on ticking each day, one step closer to end.
Do you do children's parties? I'll be back. I couldn't imagine who would pay attention to the notices in a seedy dive like the Parrot, but I guess they were of interest to someone. Come and see the greatest historical tragedy ever told, Antilogy and Cleopatra, Wells's masterpiece as 'twas meant to be performed by actors. Eat at Harga's House of Ribs, all you can gobble for $1, menu available. Famous wherever huge appetites gather and mountainous stomachs rumble. The amazing panacea that cures all known ills. Cut me own throat dibblers, genuine authentic soggy Mountain Dew. Guaranteed to cure all problems or your money back. Ah, there's some small print. Guarantee will not be honored. Hello again. Hello. Have you ever heard of a troll by the name of Madame Lodestone? Madame Lodestone? Oh, there's a name I've not heard in quite a while. You know her then? Well, no. But I've heard of her. She died in some sort of construction mishap. A mishap, Nobby. Whatever. Anyway, if memory serves, they put her body in the Salashi Mausoleum. Don't know how she ended up in such an exclusive